You just played 3 very tough games against Canada in the World Games Qualifier here in Fredericton. Can you tell us about it?
Well, we played 3 games. We had to win one of the first 2 to continue on. Today ended up being a friendly. So we fell in the first 2 games, but I will tell you in our 3rd game, we had the same 7 players against their 20. They have 2 or 3 goalies, I think, and USA just had me. And in our 3rd game, it was 8-0, unfortunately, but it was less goals that we have given up the entire series, so I'm feeling really good about that. I'll go to war with these ladies anytime. We miss our European-based players. We miss any more of our injured players, but these 7 women really came out and really delivered. I'll go to war with them every day.
As you indicated, you played every minute of these 3 games in 3 days. How was that?
Well, it started with me at practice and you taking a picture of me sprawled out on the floor. I'm like, well, we're just not going to hide it. So between the 2nd and 3rd period of the 3rd game, I was like, okay, 20 minutes to go. I was laying in the grass. I think Canada got a picture of me. It's really going to be beautiful on social media. But it's like, when you're digging in the trenches, it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you do as long as you deliver. And I feel like we delivered the best we could today.
What do you think the team will take with them from this event?
Listen, there is major talent on this team. As far as I can see, Canada was playing their top lines the entire game, pressing right up until the end. We had the same 7 players that played every minute of every game, and we held them back. So I think never underestimate the defense that the USA women's team has, and we're really looking forward to recruiting some more talent to compete with the size of team that Canada has.
Now, what can you tell us about your floorball story?
So my floorball story started as a guilty mom. If you want to look at my TikToks, you can find the entire story. There's 3 hours of it. But I will tell you that one day my son asked me to play goal for him because the Swedish kids moved back to Sweden. And I got in goal, I wore stinky equipment, and I was like, I am not doing this again. And I got full goalie gear for Mother's Day, and I just started playing. And then, sometimes everybody needs a goalie. So I'm here to fill in, and I've loved it. When I was in Singapore, I was a backup. I had to play every minute. I was the only option here, so I feel like I learned a lot. We've got a really amazing coaching staff. My previous Singapore staff was really supportive and helping out too. So, yeah, I learned a lot. I didn't think I'd be evolving as a goalie at this stage of life, but.
Now, you're also a very big part of Floorball Chicago, and you're going to be hosting in less than a month almost the U.S. Adult Nationals. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, we are going to have the largest draw for U.S. Adult Nationals ever. It's going to take place Labor Day weekend in Chicago at the Lo Verde Center in Niles. It's about 10 minutes from the O'Hare Airport. We've got 1 court that we're running, so it's going to be really manageable, 3 days of play. And we're really excited about the future of Floorball Chicago. As you see, we've got 7 U19 players from Chicago. We've got 2 adult teams, 2 youth teams. And, in every floorball tournament, you just fall more in love with the people that are in this community. So we're looking forward to seeing all of our floorball friends on their opposing teams in Chicago.